One of the largest cell phone carriers in America, Verizon Wireless, has agreed to a massive settlement of $100 million.
Verizon is agreeing to settle a class action lawsuit. The company is accused of charging administration fees without telling customers. While Verizon denies any wrongdoing, the settlement involves a $100 million payout.
Verizon Wireless was sued in a class action and decided to settle for over $100 million. So if you were in fact a Verizon Wireless customer in the last 7 years, then yes, they do owe you some money. If you know for a fact that you have friends or family members that use Verizon in the most recent 7 years, even if they canceled their services, you need to make sure that you send and share this video to them, because you will have until April 15th of 2024 to file a claim, or you will not receive a payment. You will also need to opt out if you do not want to receive a payment. There are going to be 4 very important steps that you do not want to miss. Step 1 is going to be how to know if you were affected. Step 2, how to opt out if you choose to not join the settlement, because you do not have to join the settlement if you choose not to, and you can sue them in your local court or choose some type of arbitration. Now, step 3, what is the safe, secure website to use for your claim? And step 4, how to file your claim and to know how much money you can actually get out of this claim. Verizon Wireless was basically caught fluffing up people's cell phone bills, adding an actual extra fee after the customer agreed to a certain amount. If you said your cell phone bill was going to be $115 a month, and then all of a sudden you got a bill for $150 and there was an actual itemization that said administrative fee, then guess what? You were affected, which was apparently millions of Verizon customers, and there was no Verizon employee that can actually tell them what the fee actually meant. They said, I'm sorry, it's just the fee and the cost of the service, I guess. But the even crazier part about this situation is Verizon Wireless has what's called an arbitration clause that you actually agree to when you sign for your services with Verizon. And they tried to force this out of court and tell the judge, like, listen, no, these people all agreed to do arbitration. This shouldn't even be a class action. It's in the agreement. And the judge said, not today, fam, not today. You're getting sued. This is not financial advice or legal advice, and I am not an attorney. This is for educational purposes only. Let's get into step 1, how to know if you were actually affected. So if you received postpaid wireless or data services from Verizon and who were charged and paid an administrative charge and or administrative and telco recovery charge, I mean, that just sounds shady. Telco recovery charge, like what is that? Between January 1st, 2016 and November 8th of 2023, you were in fact affected. Now, this does not apply to anybody that use any type of Verizon prepaid services. Unfortunately, you do not apply to this actual settlement. They have already began to send out notifications by mail to let you know if you were in fact affected, and there will be an actual code that is attached for your settlement claim. Now, they have also sent out emails to existing customers or to actual older customers that cancel services also. So make sure that you check your email that you used and is registered with Verizon Wireless. The easiest way to find out if you were actually notified via the Verizon settlement is to go into your email mailbox and type into the search bar Verizon. I did that, and here it is. They actually notified me. I've actually been a Verizon customer for over I think 18 years, something crazy like that. So I am actually affected by this, and I'm going to file my claim. Well, I'm actually not 100% sure yet, because I don't know if it's actually worth it for me to file it or if it's worth it for me to just go after them in small claims court. Last part is the most important. Step number 2, how to opt out if you choose to not join the settlement. This is very important to understand. If you decide that you don't want to join the settlement because you believe that you're owed more money than what they're going to offer you, or you just don't want to be a part of the settlement, you can in fact opt out. Or you can choose to do nothing. If you choose to do absolutely nothing, then you cannot in fact be able to sue them in a court of law separately. So you must opt out. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now, in order to exclude yourself from this settlement, you must mail a signed request for exclusion to Verizon Administrative Charge Settlement Administrator. Now, you must make sure that it's postmarked no later than February 20th of 2024, and you must include the following information: your full name, telephone number, mailing address, and email address. That's step number 1. Number 2, a clear statement that you wish to be excluded from the settlement class. Number 3, name of this lawsuit, Esposito, cell code partnership, whatever, DBA Verizon Wireless. And number 4, your original signature. Now, this is very, very important that you listen to what this says right here also. In addition, for your request for exclusion to be effective, the mailing address as reflected in the request for exclusion and on the mailing envelope itself must match the mailing address associated with your Verizon account. If it doesn't, then they may not opt you out. Be aware of that. Now, let's say you decide to opt out. You do have the option to sue them in small claims court if you like, but there is an arbitration clause. And what can potentially happen, I don't know if this is going to happen, but normally what happens is they may offer you a settlement. Possibly a settlement that they offer you singular by yourself may be more than what they're going to offer everybody in this massive settlement. So I'm just going to give you that information. You can do with it what you like. Now, step number 3, what is the safe, secure website that you can use to file your settlement? If you receive the email, make sure that you use the links that are in that email, because those will take you directly to the page, and follow the instructions in the email to file your claim if you choose to do so. Now, if you have not received an email or anything in the mail, you can go to Verizon Administrative Charges Settlement.com. Now, we're going to put it in the video description and pin it to the top of the comments in case anybody needs it, because they have not been notified or haven't received any type of items in the mail from this actual settlement. And the final step, step number 4, how to file your claim. So you're going to have 2 options, as I said earlier. You can use the email that they send you directly in your email inbox. Just follow the instructions in that. If not, you can go directly to the website. Once you go to the website, you're going to have 2 options. You can enter your notice ID and your confirmation code on the left side, or you can enter your Verizon account number and your last name on the right side, and then follow the prompts to file your claim. Now, once it populates all your information, because you were actually affected, you're going to get the option to update any of your actual mailing information. Make sure that all the information on that page is accurate: your name, your address, and your email address of where you want your payment to go. They're going to give you an option of a MasterCard, prepaid MasterCard, or you can do PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, or use a direct deposit. Now, the settlement may be up to $100 for your Verizon account, but the final amount may be lower depending on how long you were an actual subscriber with Verizon. So it's all about basically how long you were an actual client of Verizon, and if you still are. So maybe I'll get the maximum of $100, which is maybe some gas money, dinner, whatever it may be, because we know groceries ain't cheap. So, well, we can still put it towards groceries if we want to, but I'm just saying it's $100 maximum that you can get, and it's dependent on how long and how many people join this class action. Hope you enjoyed this video and you go get your $100 from Verizon Wireless. Now, make sure that you watch the next video, because it is about Navy Federal and their $80,000 credit card that they do actually offer. And if you felt that I brought you some value to this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.